What's up, y'all? It's me, it's AlexisMaurice, and I just got through watching Season 8, Episode 10, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Trouble on the Family Tree. We need to talk about this. So go ahead and pour yourself a glass of wine. Ladies, put on your lipstick, pull up a chair, because yeah, we need to talk about this. So while I take my first sip, I already got my glass poured. You go ahead and like this video on YouTube, share it on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to my channel, Twitter, all of that good stuff, because you know what's up. So, Kenya. Like, I didn't realize how deep this situation is with your mom. First off, I just want to say kudos to you for allowing us, the people, to see this side of your family drama and all this good stuff like that. I can't imagine what you're going through. Like the thought of my mother not talking to me or not wanting anything to do with me, to the point where I come to her house and she locked the door, clink clink, and told whoever was in the house, don't open that door. The thought of Arlene doing that to me, child, I can't deal with it. And I can only imagine what this does to you as a woman or whatever, you know, not feeling that love and support for your mama. So let's back up. I was surprised to find out that Aunt Lori is your mama's sister. Like, I don't know if you had revealed that to us before, but that was shocking to me to find out that your Aunt Lori is her sister, which is probably the reason why Aunt Lori is really in your life, because she knows that her sister ain't in your life. But to see that flashback, that clip where she was like, I love you, I care for you, but I can't help you with that situation. You know, that happens a lot in a lot of black families. We will keep secrets to the day we die or whatever. And then once the person died, then everybody who had amnesia when the shit was going on, all of a sudden, they memory come back and everybody want to talk about it. No, we need to talk about this type of stuff when the person is alive. Like, I have seen that so many times, like, all of these secrets, like, and people be sleeping with each other, not even knowing that they're family or cousins or whatever. Not saying that this is your situation, but we see, you know, we see it a lot in the black community. We hold on to a lot of secrets that negatively impacts our family and our generations. Let it go. Speak. Let that stuff, you know, come out. But it is good to see you mend fences with your father, especially your father's wife. She was a white woman, so I can imagine probably how that was, you know, growing up or whatever the case may be. But I'm glad to see that you're mending fences with your father and your stepmother, and you guys are all committed to creating new memories. But you know what, Kenya? As I was watching your story unfold during this episode, it takes me back to conversations that I've had with my grandmother, and, you know, friends and stuff like that. Back then, like when our mothers were young, it was normal for a 15-year-old or a 16-year-old to get pregnant. And even back when my grandmother, you know, 14, 15, child, look at The Color Purple. How old was Celie when she got knocked up or whatever? But it's normal for girls to get pregnant and for them to go away, have the baby, and come back like nothing ain't happened. Like, bitch, we did not, like, okay, we saw you with some business in your stomach. But, you know, just talking to my grandmother and, you know, just hearing stories, it was something of the time. It was normal for people to do that. So your mom was probably doing what people did. Like, they got pregnant, they went away, had the baby, came back, like, oop, 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 I'm here. Girl, where you been at for the past 9 months? Child, I went to go stay with my auntie, you know, or whatever. Just went to go help my auntie or whatever. She was sick and I was the only one who was able, you know, that type of stuff. We hear those stories all the time. So I just think that it could have been just the norm for that's happening. Your mom did that, and she just opted to not raise you and give you up. From what your daddy was telling us or whatever, her daddy was tired of illegitimate child. He said illegal children coming in the house. I don't even know what that was all about, but I'm assuming that there was a lot of babies being born in the family, and it was his responsibility as the man to take care of it. Girl, I don't know. I'm just drawing context clues from what from what the conversation that you and your papa was actually having. But it was a normal thing for girls to do that, and I guess your mom just decided that I'm not gonna have anything to do with the baby, and that your dad's mom was the one who raised you all these years. So I don't know. I don't know how I would feel. I just can't imagine what you're going through. And, you took it upon yourself to go to the door. Now, one thing I did notice, and I was looking at a lot of comments on social media, people was like, well, maybe it would have been different if Kenya didn't have the cameras. But if you pay attention, the cameras didn't follow her to the door. She even said, I'm going by myself. Let me handle this myself. And she went on. And you know how messy them cameramen is on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Child, they all in the car looking like they hiding behind the blinds, looking out or whatever the case may be. But she didn't take the cameras with her. So her mom really didn't know that the cameraman was out. Because if you can look at it, the shots that they had, they weren't even outside of the van. So it probably would have been a different situation maybe if you would have called her before. But my thing is, what the fuck is she calling her mama for? It ain't like her mama gonna pick up the phone. Ring, ring, ring. She see Kenya number across the thing, because I know Auntie Laura done gave the mama the number. So she know if Kenya number pop up on her phone, when I want to talk to somebody, I put do not answer as their contact in the phone. But, I don't know. I don't think it would have made a difference if she called her mama ahead of time or her just popping up. Once the mama found out, I think her name was Pat. Once Pat found out it was Kenya child, she put the chain on the door and was like, do not open that door. Do not open that door. Kenya, I don't know, girl. My heart really goes out to you. Thank you for sharing this, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other people who might go through a similar situation like this, who want that relationship with their mother or their father, but unfortunately they just don't have it. And it looks like your mom is just not interested. So I hope that you can find a peace within yourself to, you've stated it, just woosah, let go, and let God. And if mom wants to come back later on, God forbid, I hope she'll need a kidney. And you the only person that's that matches her. But I have a feeling you would still give it to her, even still. But my question is, I still have a lot of unanswered questions. Like, does Kenya mom have any other kids? And if so, did she make the decision to be in their lives? Like, this is crazy. And Kenya, you're real shady, girl. Why you got them t-shirts that says Kenya's family reunion? Why couldn't you just say more dash whatever the name of your mom's side of the people? I think you said Grant. Girl, that was real petty for you to say Kenya's family reunion. But just like the family friends said, you got a lot of people in the house that loves you, that supports you, that wants to be there for you. Just allow them to do just that. I know it's hard because that's your mama. Like, that is your mama. And what goes on in this woman's head? But we'll see what's going on, because it looks like you're going to have another conversation with Aunt Lori on the next episode. But Kenya, girl, kudos to you. Hats off to you. You've turned out to be a beautiful woman, even still. So just try your best just to move forward from the situation. So this episode, we see Portia get into a little cat fight with her sister, Lauren. By the way, Portia, your trainer DP, hey, DP, or whatever, I would love to watch y'all have sex. Like, I bet you it would be hot. But Portia, maybe you should consider doing workout videos. Hell, Phaedra did it, or whatever. Everybody else on the show do it. Why don't you take your stab at it, girl? Even though it was done several times by everybody else, Kenya and Phaedra, maybe you might, your video might take off or whatever. I don't know. But I would, Portia, maybe that's something you should consider doing. You and DP, maybe y'all should consider doing like erotic workout videos for couples or some shit like that. I don't know. But you got into a little spat with your sister Lauren or whatever, and it looks like, or it sounds as if Lauren wants to work from home because she's pregnant, but you don't want her to work from home. You want her to be in the office next to you, slaving, her titties all hanging all over the stove and stuff like that, or whatever. But it appears that there's a lot more going on here, a lot of resentment. And I don't know if it's because you might be jealous that she's pregnant. I mean, you said it yourself. If someone would have ever told you that you would have been watching your baby sister have a baby and you not already have a baby married, you know, you would have told them they was lying. But it looks like, you know, Lauren's pregnant. And I don't know if she's married or not, but just as she stated, you know, she was concerned about, she didn't want to tell you because she thought that it would be awkward for you to find out that she was pregnant. And that was something that you always wanted when you and Cordell was together. Lauren appears, you know, from her vantage point, she's the glue to your operation. Everything runs because of her. She's pregnant now, Portia. So you might want to consider giving her a little bit more flexibility from working from home. I don't know. That's just me. I mean, sometimes what we can do, the shit that we do in the office, a lot of times we can do at home. So if your sister want to work from home, allow her to work from home so she can focus on her and getting herself together or whatever. But she says she's not here for this anymore. I'm sick of riding coach and you riding flying first class. I about died when Lauren said that. Oh, and then Lauren was like, oh, thank you for these corner store flowers or these grocery store flowers. Now, Lauren, now you being a little shady is all I'm saying or whatever. Be gracious that your sister bought you some flowers or whatever. But Lauren's thing is, my life is Portia, 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 Portia. That's why when shit take off of me, I don't think I want my family members, maybe not even some of my friends working for me. Not that I don't want them to come up with me, but I just don't want our relationship to be strained. And that's what you have to worry about sometimes when you have family and friends, you know, working for you, because their life from a business perspective becomes your life. And your sister said it. She was like, you're not concerned about my life unless it impacts you. And Portia, I can see you being a little self-centered. For example, when you and her was having that little heart-to-heart on the couch, girl, you was being a hog and you ate up all the caramel and apples and cheese. Like, if that was me, my fat ass would have took them apples and cheese like, girl, I'm pregnant. I'm the one with child. Let me eat. You just eating and eating and eating and eating all my crackers and cheese and apples and caramel. That was very insensitive about you. But I don't think it's intentional. I just think being that you're the breadwinner, you are making the money or whatever, the businesses are all about you, being that you've employed your sister, her primary job is to take care of the business. So I just hope that y'all work this out. My suggestion, go ahead, Lauren, quit. Just go ahead and quit because you got a baby and you got other things to focus on. Unless, Portia, you're willing to give your sister a little bit more flexibility. That's all I'm saying. Your sister was like, Portia was like, it'll work itself out. You know, maybe the business will run itself. Your sister had to quickly correct you. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. The businesses run because I run them. Everything I'm responsible for. Maybe just Portia be a little bit more hands-on. Maybe you can afford to bring on someone part-time, especially as your sister moves into like the second and third trimester. That's all I'm saying. And have her a baby shower. Don't be selfish. Don't turn it into about you. Have your sister a damn baby shower and welcome that baby into the family. Speaking of baby showers and stuff, we see, here come Phaedra and Candy. Candy, you are very pretty. Like, I think this is the prettiest you've ever been. No shade, girl, or whatever, but you're really pretty pregnant. Your makeup is on point. Your hair looks good. Child, you get further and further and further and further down on that couch in your confessionals, child. Next thing you know, we ain't gonna see your face. All we gonna see is stomach. Stomach, Baby Tucker. But congratulations to Candy and Todd on welcoming Baby Tucker. She did have the baby or whatever. But let's see. This whole situation with Candy, Mama Joyce, Candy and Phaedra, Mama Joyce, stay your ass out of this. Now, Candy told you to leave it alone, mind your business, but you had to take it upon yourself to go on over there down to Phaedra office. I don't know what office it was. I don't know if it was the funeral office or the law office, you know, because she got jobs. Phaedra loved telling that story that she got jobs. She not pressed for money. She shot the little workout video, 12 hours. She had the baby. Then her husband went to jail and she stuck with raising these kids by herself. Like, girl, we know. You ain't got to tell us that story over and over and over again. But hey, girl. Hey, Southern Belle. You know I love you. But Mama Joyce, mind your business. That's all I'm saying. Stay out of them grown women business and let them work this stuff out on their own. Now, you went over there talking about a baby shower. So let's hope that this baby shower goes off without a hitch. Because we don't want no drama from you. Because you, just like Candy said, you know how you go. You can go from 0 to 10 quick, fast, and in a hurry. Talking about you going to be a granny with a nanny. You better change them damn Pampers yourself. Talking about some damn nanny. If they want a nanny, they can hire a nanny. That's what they got you for, Grandma. And let's not make the same mistakes that you made with Riley. Is all I'm saying. But Mama Joyce, girl, you know I love you. But Candy, you are so pretty. You are so pretty. But that's about it with this episode. Like I said, I'm interested to see next week's episode because Queen Sheba, Nene Leakes, is back. So we'll see what happens with that episode. Bye, y'all. Holla at y'all later.